Euro 2024 Croatia vs Italy prediction, team news, lineups preview. Vying for second spot in Group B at Euro 2024, Croatia and Italy will meet for a Monday night showdown in Leipzig. While the Azzurri know 1 point is enough to secure a place in the last 16, their neighbors must win and hope Albania do not beat group winners Spain. Match preview. Despite suffering a serious setback on Wednesday when they conceded a last-gasp goal against Albania to sit on just 1 point after 2 Group B fixtures, Croatia can still progress to the knockout rounds of another European Championship. They will certainly go through to the last 16 if they defeat Italy on Monday and Albania are unable to upset Spain. Should the Albanians also win, the pair would be split by means of goal difference. Defeat will consign the World Cup bronze medalists to an early exit or a draw, and Albania avoiding defeat as the two teams' head-to-head record is level after events at Hamburg's Volkspark Stadion. Having lost 3-0 to Spain in their opener, the Vetrini were held to a dramatic 2-2 draw by Albania 4 days later, scoring twice in the second half to turn the game on its head before shipping a stoppage-time equalizer. Croatia have already had more shots and more attempts on target at Euro 2024 than they managed across 3 group games 3 years ago, but an aging midfield and misfiring attack has not helped their cause this summer, as his team have also conceded 5 goals so far and face the prospect of failing to win at a major finals for the first time since 2006. Long-serving head coach Zlatko Dalic is left with some tough decisions to make. Now, 2 nations split by the Adriatic Sea meet for a high-stakes contest in eastern Germany, with Croatia holding the upper hand in terms of precedent, since gaining independence in the 1990s. They are unbeaten in 8 games against their Italian counterparts, meeting Croatia for the 3rd time at a major tournament, having lost 2-1 at the 2002 World Cup and played out a stalemate at Euro 2012. Italy are armed with the knowledge that a draw on this occasion will send them through as Group B runners-up. The reigning European champions could already have booked their place in the last 16, but suffering a 1-0 defeat to Spain last time out leaves the Azzurri in some danger of a disappointing exit. Although only Riccardo Calafiori's own goal separated the sides in Gelsenkirchen, La Roja were by far the better team in almost every metric, causing much consternation up and down the Italian peninsula. With a 10-game undefeated streak at UEFA's main event finally over, dreams of becoming just the second country to win successive Euros are now dependent on quickly turning things around. Luciano Spalletti's men have plenty to prove, after attempting their fewest shots in a European Championship game to date and looking shaky at the back. La Nazionale have never lost consecutive matches at the Euros, but their final group fixture seems far from straightforward. Avoiding defeat to Croatia is a minimum requirement, because if Italy lose and Albania somehow shock already qualified Spain, the Azzurri's title defense would come crashing to a halt. Team news. As all 25 remaining players trained at the weekend, Torino forward Nikola Vlasic recently departed the camp due to injury. Croatia boss Zlatko Dalic can contemplate several changes to his starting 11. Bruno Petkovic could make way for Ante Budimir up front, while former Inter Milan midfielder Marcelo Brozovic may be dropped for fresh legs in the form of 21-year-old Luka Susic, having failed to perform thus far. By contrast, Captain Luka Modric is sure to start, having made his 34th major tournament appearance against Albania. A total just 6 European outfield players can better. The Real Madrid playmaker also made 64 passes in the final third, which is the second most on record for a single game at the Euros. Modric will be joined by Mateo Kovacic in the engine room, while the latter's Manchester City teammate Josko Gvardiol should continue in central defense, with either Borna Sosa or veteran winger Ivan Perisic lining up at left back. Italy are also expected to shake up their side on Monday, following subpar displays by players such as Gianluca Scamacca, Jorginho, and Giovanni Di Lorenzo against Spain. Matteo Darmian, Brian Cristante, and Genoa striker Matteo Retegui are all viable alternatives, while young midfielder Niccolò Fagioli is also in contention despite spending most of last season sidelined by a betting ban. Luciano Spalletti's squad was decimated by injury before the tournament kicked off. And with Federico Di Marco's presence now in doubt due to a bruised calf, the versatile Darmian may be required to deputize. Voted player of the tournament at Euro 2020, goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma will captain the Azzurri, with Inter pair Alessandro Battoni and Nicolo Barella also certain of selection. Donnarumma is set to make his 10th European Championship appearance aged 25 years and 120 days, thereby becoming the youngest goalkeeper to hit that milestone by nearly 3 years. Croatia possible starting lineup: Livakovic, Stanisic, Sudolo, Gvardiol, Sosa, Modric, Susic, Kovacic, Pasalic, Budimir, Kramaric. Italy possible starting lineup: Donnarumma, Darmian, Battoni, Calafiori, Di Marco, Fagioli, Barella, Chiesa, Pellegrini, Zaccagni, Redaguai. We say, Croatia 1-1 Italy. Italy's only win over Croatia came in a friendly way back in 1942, but since the group phase was introduced over 4 decades ago, they have lost their final group game at the Euros just once to the Republic of Ireland in 2016. On this occasion, the onus is on Croatia to come out and attack a fragile Italian defense, so the Azzurri may concentrate on absorbing some pressure and then trying to strike on the break. Neither side boast a clinical finisher, so a low-scoring draw could be the final outcome, which would send Italy through and their Croatian counterparts packing. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.